Looks pretty good. Eh? What's that?
Oh. It's the same as this one, right?
A coin? Thing looks older than him.
Wait, do you think... could this be a piece of the treasure?
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, eh, kid?
Yeah.
Hang on. Say it was. This fella's lived here a long time. Who's to say he hasn't stumbled upon some buried treasure once or twice?
Should we ask him?
Hey, Gramps. Spare a sec? Be a friend? This thing. Remember where you found it?
Is he awake?
This coin. Any more out there like this one? Well?
What are you doing here?
Well, we were just... Wait, same question.
He's my father. You telling me you didn't know that?
So you're... This is your old man, huh?
Wait, how did you get that?
Eh?
I see. So you found them then. God damn it, Majima. You just couldn't leave the kid behind, could you?
What? Not playing around, is he?
Captain, you okay? That doesn't sound good.
Well, ain't this something? You really didn't want us to see those coins, huh? Guess I'll just have to beat the answers out of you. Come on, Rodriguez!
Come on, bring it!
You tried your best!
You haven't beat me yet!
Captain, look! We gotta go!
Noah, you run back. Fight Shigaki!
Not without you, Captain! If you're staying, I'm staying too!
I'm trying to get back here!
Come on, Captain! Hurry!
Fuck it. Can't leave Noah alone out there.
Majima-san, what's going on?
Well, I think it's safe to say Rodriguez knows about the treasure. We found an old coin at his dad's house. He caught us looking, started trying to kill us.
Huh? Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm missing a few steps here.
We got a bunch of Haku incoming. Just close everything off. I'll explain later. Nishida and Minami, right?
Yeah. What's up? What can we do?
Need you to escort Noah to the Goromaru. Tell Jason to prepare the ship. Be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
But boss, the Haku are already starting to surround us outside.
Well then, you better get out before they finish surrounding us. Go, move it. I'll be in contact.
Could you explain?
Later. Don't panic, just go. I can trust you, right?
You sure can. Leave it to us, boss. Right, we'll be waiting for your call.
Well, give me an idea. What's about to happen here?
It's Rodriguez's move. They'll probably demand you hand me and Noah over to them at the very least. And if you refuse to do that, it's Haku versus Yakuza. Meaning the ratio'd be about 400 against 100. So we'll each take out 4 to 5 guys apiece to win it. You ready?
No. The Haku left here on the island are Polycana's elites. Compare that to us. A bunch of unemployed, out-of-shape ex-Yakuza. 4 or 5 apiece is gonna be tough.
Well, yeah, obviously. Why do you think I sent Noah off already? What they're really after is this.
What's that? The coin you mentioned earlier? Hold on. A piece of 8?
Huh?
A Spanish silver coin. The entire world's economy used to run on silver. Spain certainly did during the time of the Esperanza. But this must mean... the Haku already found the treasure?
Haven't the slightest. But I'll tell you one thing. Either way, we may all end up killing each other over it regardless.
Hey! Fire! Shit! Everyone out! Hurry!
Majima-san, what do we do?
The one leading these Haku is Rodriguez, ain't it? I'm taking that as the case. If we manage to capture him, we could probably hold him hostage or something. Might take the wind out of their attack. Buy us some time.
You wanna take Rodriguez prisoner?
Is that? Or take the spread, betting on 100 guys fighting off 400.
Well, with all the headbutting we've done, I knew it would come to something like this eventually. From the very first day I met him, that guy's had one huge stick up his ass.
Hey, we get to crush our rivals and steal the treasure from them. That's it, that's worth putting your life on the line for, huh?
Well, you put it like that. Yeah, I guess we've got no choice but to fight.
Listen here, boys! It's time to step up and earn your share! Show these Haku what real Yakuza are made of! Hell yeah!
Finally decided to show up, Rodriguez? Figure now's a good time to settle things.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Die, Majima!
Come on. We're not done just yet.
Take a look around. Your toughest have already been beat. Not to mention, we got reinforcements incoming.
What?
Ahoy, Captain!
God damn. I sent Noah off to save him from this. And he ends up being the one saving me.
What do we got here? You calling someone for help, buddy? Who is it? Who is it? The cops? Raymond Law.
Huh? An Atlantis guy. All right, let's hear it. How's he figuring all this?
Hold on. If he's calling him now, then that means Raymond Law knows about the treasure? Well, come on, spill it. No point in keeping quiet now.
We made an arrangement. When I found the Esperanza treasure, we'd leverage his connections to smuggle it to buyers. So, the answer to your question is yes. Raymond Law's after it too. The lost treasure of the Esperanza's been on his radar a long time. I'll begin at the end. I still don't know where the treasure is. Only one person does. My old man here. And you've seen how he's doing. Even when he's awake, he can't think clearly. I can get one lucid conversation every few days. But he always says he doesn't remember the location. Whenever I mention it, all he does is cry and beg forgiveness.
And that's the truth?
It is. A little while back, I noticed him holding this coin. It was the day that Bryce was arrested. Since then, I've spent all my off time looking for the treasure. Kept it from the other Palicana followers, too.
Selfish some bitch, ain't you?
Nothing compared to my father.
Huh?
The old man. He was never a real Palicana follower. He's a descendant of one of the pirates who buried the treasure. In truth, he only joined Palicana to infiltrate Nelly Island. He fooled them for decades, even marrying a follower's daughter and having a kid. That kid, of course, being me.
Going that far, huh? Pretty committed.
Well, eventually it worked. He did find the treasure. All he had to do was take it and disappear. Only trouble was, he hadn't accounted for the treasures along the way. The ones he'd be leaving behind here.
Family, right? His wife. And his boy.
Pretty sappy story, isn't it?
Nah, I know the feeling. Took me a while, but eventually I realized the same thing.
Hey, Dad?
Son?
Save it for later. I want to hear the rest of Rodriguez's story right now.
Kid knows what he wants. What can you do?
Fine, fine.
My father, he couldn't admit it was all for the treasure. That he'd only married my mother and had me as part of searching for it. The moment he did, all that love, all that trust, it would have been invalidated. So he decided, rather than make off with the treasure, he'd live out his life on Nelly Island. All he took was a scant handful of silver coins, a symbol of his regret. Before long, Treasure's location faded from his memory. 20 years took their toll. Mom passed away, leaving only me. Still, he couldn't for the life of him remember where it was.
I'm following.
Once I knew the treasure was here, it was my turn to be haunted by the Esperanza's ghost. Then, suddenly, the government's planning to seal off Nelly Island. I couldn't lose my chance at the treasure. After all that, at the same time, I heard about some Yakuza coming from Japan to clean up nuclear waste.
Right.
So I jumped at the opportunity. I graciously offered to help with their efforts however I could. Also, I could stay and look for the treasure. But as I'm sure you can imagine, I needed help. I had no choice but to tell a few companions my secret.
Blow me down. We all ended up doing the same thing. Funny.
And all those Haku that are still here, do they know about it? All 400 of them?
No, most of them live the ascetic life, above money and material desires. Knowing that, I only told the other greedy fucks like me. There's probably about 100 or so. None of the others know about the treasure.
100 people, huh? The secret's really getting out.
Rodriguez, question for you. You know where this village of heretics place is?
No clue. Granted, I've heard of something like that existing, but that's it.
From who?
Bryce. But forget getting in touch with him. My requests to visit keep getting denied.
Damn.
What's this village to you, anyhow?
We came in contact with a guy. Says if we can find the village, he can find the treasure. Old loan shark named Tucker. He memorized a journal one of the pirates wrote.
Majima-san, what the hell are you doing? That's supposed to be our ace in the hole.
Think for a sec. We're all stuck on this island together. Any friction might cause a spark that leads to us killing each other. I say there ain't much choice left but to join up, yeah?
The other Haku, though. One of them might know where this village of heretics is. With that, let's put all our heads together and see where that gets us.
Hold on, we can't keep adding people. We're already only splitting 20%, aren't we?
Well, you want to split 0%? Because that's what you get if we can't find the damn thing in the first place.
We risked everything for this chance!
Fine, how about this? Anyone who doesn't join me and my crew right here, right now, I'm considering an enemy. Better decide quick. You in? Or out?
Count me in, Captain.
Yup.
Same here.
Seems like a good time.
Guess I've got no choice.
Shit. You fuckers play dirty. Come on. Alright, fine. I'm in.
Yeah. From here on, we sail as one. Savvy?
Yo!
Yo!
The Nele Island Yakuza, the Palekana Haku. Everyone's in hot pursuit of the Esperanza treasure. And the powers of Madlantis, Queen Michelle, and the Pirate King Raymond Law lurk in the background. They're all trying to get the first step on their opponents and claim a bigger share for themselves. And everyone's slowly revealing their hand.
So, we got a problem. The old codger in his hidey hole. How we planning to shake Tucker loose? Asking nicely doesn't seem like it's gonna cut it.
He'll come if we can assure him that Nele Island poses no threat to him. The Haku make that a difficult proposition, though. He's wise to be scared.
If only somebody could help with that. Sure'd be nice.
Why not just grab Tucker and force him to come along? The treasure's practically ours. Now's not the time to go soft.
Come on. Guy's got too much security on him for that. We try to nab him and fuck it up, he'll be on a plane back to New York before you can spit, guaranteed. At which point, he's gone for good. Can't drop anchor off Wall Street.
Then we shouldn't fuck it up.
I'm not going to war against somebody so protected. I know you people think you got God on your side or something, but this is real life.
You need to watch your mouth.
Knock it off. You're not helping anything.
Masaru sure is rude sometimes.
Must not have been raised right.
That's a funny one coming from you.
At least somebody has my back. Thanks, Saejima.
So what's our plan then?
I bet old Tucker trusts me well enough by now. I could get him to see reason with a deft hand. Diplomacy.
If you want to try that, be my guest.
Yeah, not so fast. Well, I'm handling all that. You gotta find us this village. It's your backyard, ain't it? Leaving it to you. Everyone does their share of the work. Everyone gets their share of the loot. Fair?
Guess we'll get on with it. One thing. Don't bring any more people in. My share's small enough as it is.
Feelings mutual.
Captain, come on. If Tucker doesn't listen to reason, what then?
You kidding? We got him in the palm of our hands. The Nele Island Yakuza and the Haku have joined forces. Without him, he can't afford to stay hidden. He still wants a piece of the action, he better run like his ass is on fire. Simple as piss.
I guess so. Makes sense.
Don't it? Never let him know you took the easy job. That's the trick of it. Guys like Rodriguez, they're always looking to say you ain't earned your share.
That's the boss I remember. God damn, you're smart.
Hey, Minami, you gotta quit calling me boss.
What? But boss, we've been calling you that for 20 years.
It's Captain now. If you two want to be part of my crew, get that straight.
Hey, all right. Let's all get in on some of that real-ass pirate talk. I'm down with it.
There's no way in hell I'm about to call you that.
Suit yourself. But you start with that Kyodai shit again, I ain't answering.
Seriously? This guy. He really doesn't like me, does he?
Okay. With that, let's go pay Tucker a visit.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Hey, Captain. Welcome back.
Good to have you back, bro. This really for me? This really for me? This really for me? Thanks for thinking of me, bro. Thanks for thinking of me, bro. This really for me? This really for me? This really for me? This really for me? Thanks for thinking of me, bro. This really for me? This really for me? This really for me? This really for me? Thanks for thinking of me, bro. Thanks for thinking of me, bro.
Good to see you, Captain.
Good work out there.
Now it's showtime. Once more the party begins. So come along
Can
and
do.
join the battle cry. We must go fight.
Can do.
Blades at the ready, proud and fearless. Sharp and steel, we cut through the silence. Call out our name, yo. We are the Goro Pirates. Send you to the deepest depths of hell. This is the moment. Showtime. Our hearts beat to the sounds of our cannons. Sea dogs to me. Thunder like there's no tomorrow. Set sail. Prevail. Let all who oppose us
To work,
drown
then.
in their sorrows. You wanna fight, you know our name.
She's looking good. Let's go with that. All right, calling that done. This what you want?
Now it's showtime. Once more the party begins. So come along and join the battle cry.
On we go.
Sometime.
Try opening your eyes while you're walking, dipshit.
All right.
Lousy dance partner.
Time to spill some blood! Full speed ahead! Hurry up!
Time for the wait.
Taking enough of this shit.
Damn.
Full speed ahead! We'll make you feel
You gotta be kidding me. It's time for the wait.
Ship's all better now.
Ain't even worth my time.
We can do this, Captain!
Hurry up and repair this thing!
Ship's all better now.
for the wait.
We'll make him feel the heat!
get this done.
Hurry up and repair this thing!
Sorry for the wait.
Hurry up and repair this thing!
Ship's all right
We'll make him feel the heat!
Sorry for the wait.
All right, let's go. Don't let me hog all the glory, brother.
Pain in the ass. Sorry for the wait.
We'll make him feel the heat!
Not bad for an old sea dog.
Oh, that's looking great!
Captain, there's something nearby. Hey, nice. There's a treasure
I'll beat your whole ass up! Apologize, and I might let you go. Lousy dance partners.
Get your
ass ready.
Pain in the ass.
Let's see what's on the agenda for today.
I'm a mobile loco moco cook.